نحن التطوع والتطوع دربنا للخير تأخذنا له الأشواق.
Good evening, everybody. It's too nice to meet you here in Al Darain Academy. Let me introduce myself. I'm Ms. Marwa Sahuti, and about my education, I graduated in the Faculty of Arts, Department of English Language and Literature. And about my postgraduate studies, I studied the English Translation Diploma at Cairo University, and I worked as an English instructor in the International French Institute, IBI. And you can say that I'm an English instructor and freelancer translator at the same time. And actually, I'm so happy to teach you IELTS preparation course in Al Darain Academy, and you're all welcome. First of all, let me introduce the course, and I'm going to speak about the content. Okay, just a minute. Okay, as you see here, we will have inshallah 8 lectures, and the first lecture is today. It's an introduction about IELTS preparation course, and I'm going to answer all your questions about IELTS preparation course. Okay, first lecture, as you see, it will be IELTS in detail. Lecture number 2, IELTS listening preparation. Lecture number 3, IELTS reading preparation. Number 4, IELTS writing preparation. Number 5, IELTS speaking preparation. And lecture 6 and 7, IELTS academic skills and vocabulary lessons. An essential vocabulary list with sample sentences and complete practice exercises. Okay, after that, how to use English grammar effectively, and how to connect your ideas and show a range of structures. How to write simple, compound, and complex sentences, and how to present factual, likely, and hypothetical situations. And number 8, IELTS. Okay, this is the course content, and I wish you will achieve your goals, inshallah. As I told you, today we are going to study IELTS in detail. Okay, I'm trying to give you introduction about IELTS. Okay, this is the first question. Many people ask me what's IELTS because TOEFL is more common. يعني TOEFL معروف أكتر من IELTS. Question 2, who needs IELTS? Okay, question 3, what's the difference between TOEFL and IELTS? Which one should I take? Okay, all of these questions will be answered إن شاء الله. كل الأسئلة دي هجاوب عليها أثناء اللكتشر. مين محتاجه؟ إيه هو الآيلتس؟ إيه الفرق ما بينه وما بين التايفل؟ طيب إمتى أقدر آخد التست ده أو لأ؟ okay. كل ال questions دي إن شاء الله I'm going to answer as soon as possible على طول إن شاء الله. Okay. But before studying IELTS, I want to give you advice. Okay. Don't be afraid IELTS or TOEFL or anything like that. If you prepare yourself well, if you improve your skills, you can reach your goal. Okay, and I'm sure you can do it. But just you have to train yourself as much as you can. Okay? What's the problem with my voice anymore? Okay, please, yes. Thank you للدعم الفني، شكرا. خلاص أنا بجد عليت صوتي كتير كده. Okay, now it's clear. Okay, thank you. To do the IELTS exam, you have to own good skills in English. Okay, many people asked which level المفروض أكون فيها عشان أقدر أخد IELTS. The answer is you have to be good in your English language. يعني I'm not asking you to be excellent in English, I want you to be good, okay? Good writing, good listening, good speaking, and good reading, okay? And after time, with the practice all the time, you can reach, inshallah, your goal and get a high score in IELTS, okay? طيب I'm going to ask you a question please. الكويشن ده هنعمله عن طريق poll، هنعمله عن طريق اطلاع رأي كده. I want to know what about your best skill in English؟ ايه احسن حاجة عندك في الانجليش؟ اوكي الكويشن ده is important for me. انا عايزة اعرف ايه هي اكتر مشكلة عندكم عشان ان شاء الله during the course we have to improve this skill as we can. Okay, so now I'm trying to make a poll. يا ريت you have to answer the poll as you can. Just a minute with me please. Okay, you have to answer which one is your best. أنا مش بسأل عن أوحش حاجة، أنا بسأل عن أحسن حاجة. Okay, the question is which is your best skill. Okay, you have to answer me please. Listening or writing or reading or speaking. Another time. أنا عايزة أحسن حاجة مش أوحش حاجة please. Okay, the best not the worst. Just a minute. Okay, start answer the question please. Start answer. Which is your best skill? Listening, reading, writing, or speaking? Huh? I'm waiting for your answers. Okay. Okay. For the newcomers, I'm asking which is your best skill in English? Listening, writing, reading, or speaking? Okay. You have to answer the poll, please. Okay. Number 3. Most people choose number 3, reading. Thank you very much. So, you said that reading is your best skill. Okay, يعني you mean that you can get a high score in reading more than the other skills in English. Okay. If I make another poll and if I want to ask you about the worst or the most difficult skill in English for you, okay? Please, don't make outside uh, inside talks, please. Okay, just what is the most difficult part in English for you? Okay, I asked you about the best skill. Now I'm asking you about the most difficult part in English. Listening or writing, reading, or speaking? Please answer me. Okay, again, the most difficult part in English for you. Okay, I see number 4 and option 1 are equal. Option 4 and thank you very much. So you told me that you have the main problem in listening and speaking. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we are gonna to work on your weakness or point of weakness in English language. Inshallah, we are going to study each component in a separate lecture. As you see here in the content, I'm going to teach you, inshallah, each skill in a separate lecture. Okay, and now let me please start our lecture. Okay, can you hear my voice? Please, down Fanny, if you have any problem in my voice, please tell me. Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Okay. Okay. So, the first question, what's IELTS? Okay. It's an acronym which stands for the International English Language Testing System. Okay? The acronym يعني ده اختصار the International English Language Testing System. IELTS. Okay? Why IELTS? بيعمل ايه IELTS? It tests your knowledge of English and to test your core skills. Okay? It's a test. And when you get a high score in this test, it means that you have excellent skills in English. Okay? It depends on your score. If you get 9, it means that you are an expert user, and we are going to study inshallah, or I'm gonna tell you بإذن الله what does it mean to get 9 and 8 and 7 from 0 to 9. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what does it mean. Okay, so we are testing your listening and reading and writing. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay, you have to know that IELTS has 2 types, okay? Not like TOEFL. TOEFL has 1 type, just 1 version. But IELTS, 2 types. General exam and academic exam. And each one of them has its own use. Okay? General IELTS and academic IELTS. Okay. Both of them are equal in many things. The only difference between them in terms of reading and writing يعني الاثنين زي بعض بالظبط. The only difference between them هو reading والwriting يا جماعة مش فيها مشكلة أكتر من كده. وslight difference الفرق ما بينهم مش كتير. I'm speaking about التايبس بتاعت الآيلتس. Okay? General and academic. الفرق الوحيد ما بينهم في reading وفي writing. Listening and speaking are the same. Okay? Now I have 2 types of IELTS type. Which one should I take? Academic and general training IELTS. Academic exam is special for those who want to study abroad. Okay? I mean academic purposes. يعني إيه؟ يعني if you wanted to study in another country abroad and you want to make your master's or PhD, you will be asked about the academic IELTS. ده الخاص بالحاجات الدراسية. ده الأكاديميك. Okay? What about the general exam? It's for those who want to immigrate to another country. يعني if you want to leave your country and you want to work or immigrate to another country, you have to choose general exam. IELTS general train. Okay? يبقى again we have 2 types of IELTS. The first one is academic purposes, and the second one is for those who want to immigrate. And to be honest, general IELTS exam is easier. Okay? يعني الأكاديميك شوية بيبقى نوعا ما فيه صعوبة شوية. يعني هو الاتنين يعني equal as I told you. I'm sorry. But the only difference between them in terms of reading and writing, as I told you. Okay, I'm asking you please, if you have any questions, inshallah, I'm going to answer all your questions after the lecture, please. Okay? I don't want to be confused. You're welcome. Okay? I'll give you time to ask, and inshallah, I'll give you the link of our group. You can ask me about anything you want. Okay? I'm sorry, I don't want to be confused. Okay, now I told you about 2 types of IELTS. Okay, what about the score? It's from 0 to 9. As I told you, if you get 9, it means that you are an expert user. طبعا I wish you all get 9 in IELTS exam. Okay, It will be too nice for you. Okay. Many places ask you about the total score about IELTS or the mark of each section or component. يعني ايه الكلام ده؟ في ناس بيطلبوا التوتال مارك بتاعتك او السكور كلها في IELTS in general كلها، وفي ناس بتبقى طالبة specific component، يعني عايزين المارك in writing اللي هي in reading، يعني يعني it depends on the nature of study or the nature of work you are planning for. Okay? يعني for example, if you are a journalist, you will be asked about your writing skills. Okay? طبعا لأنه هي دي المين فيل اللي أنت بتستخدمه. Okay? طيب now we are going to speak about the time. Okay? The IELTS time is 2 hours and 45 minutes. Another question. How to pass IELTS? ازاي ممكن أنجح في الIELTS? Actually, you need to have many things. First of all, good knowledge of the test. لازم تكون عارف التست شكله ايه كويس أوي. What are its components? Okay. What kinds of questions may I see? And the other thing, you have to improve your skills. Okay. You need to have good skills in listening, writing, reading. And at last, you need to train yourself for the IELTS exam, and this is what we are going to do. Inshallah, I'm here to help you. Inshallah, as I told you, each component and each help will be explained separately in a lecture. If we need, I'll give you more than one lecture. يعني لو في حاجة احتاجت مننا more than one lecture, يعني welcome طبعا. I have no problem. Inshallah. I'll show you how to answer. I'll show you many kinds of questions, okay, to be familiar with it. Thank you. Okay. Let's speak about who needs IELTS. Okay. And many people hear about IELTS, but they don't know who needs IELTS. If you are planning to study abroad or you want to move to another country, like Canada, Australia, Scotland, then you need IELTS. Okay? You have specific countries which need IELTS, but IELTS is the okay? mainly اللي هم اللي بيستخدموا British English. Canada, Australia, Scotland. Okay, I will stop. Okay. Okay. طيب, the technical support asking you, do you hear my voice? Okay. What can I do? يعني believe me, I'm doing my best والله. يعني أنا خليت المايك على الآخر. What can I do? Okay, I'm gonna buy another mic. حاضر. Okay. Okay, Mr. Ashraf. It's clear. طيب. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. So, again, I repeat, who needs IELTS? If you are planning to study abroad, لو ناوي تسافر برا to study or to work, if you want to move or immigrate to another country like Canada, Australia, Scotland, then you need IELTS. Okay. The last question, and many people asked this question: TOEFL or IELTS? Which one I need? Which one should I take? Right. To ask such question, to answer this question, sorry, we have to know the difference between TOEFL and IELTS. Okay? TOEFL has only one version. Yani I told you at the beginning that IELTS has two types, academic and general. And if we speak about TOEFL, it has just one version, academic version. IPT, TOEFL IPT ده academic one. ده مش يعني مفيش منه general ولا أي حاجة. هو academic, just one version only. Okay. But if we speak about IELTS, as I told you, it has two versions, academic like TOEFL, and the other one is general. Right. Let's speak about IELTS general. Okay. To be honest with you, if you have to choose between TOEFL and IELTS, يعني if it is available إن أنت تاخد IELTS or TOEFL, it's easier to choose IELTS general training. Okay? Why? It's easier. وإن شاء الله we are going to study why it's easier. تمام؟ طيب. If I have to choose بقى يعني إحنا قلنا كده if you have to choose between IELTS or TOEFL in general كده لا هنختار الIELTS general. خلاص؟ مش الIELTS academic. طيب لو أنا if I have to choose between two academic versions, if I have to choose between IELTS academic and TOEFL academic, which one should I choose? طيب before you decide, you have to think about anything. First of all, the English language. You have to know that TOEFL uses the American English, the American accent. So, if you are good in American English, then you have TOEFL. Okay? On the other hand, the British accent is used in IELTS. So, if you are interested in British English, you have to choose IELTS. And this is the main difference between them. دي أشهر اختلاف ما بينهم. الIELTS British, الTOEFL American. وأنا بقول دلوقتي that if you have to choose between academic versions, okay? طيب. If we have to think about length, طول المدة. مدة TOEFL, the time of TOEFL, and the time of IELTS. TOEFL is 4 hours, okay? 4 hours. IELTS 2 hours and 45 minutes, okay? Which means that IELTS is more flexible. في مرونة في الIELTS أكتر شوية. Another difference وهقوله بسرعة يعني from my observations الملاحظات اللي لاحظتها في الwriting في الIELTS you will have your paper and your pen and you can write your answer with your own hands. لكن في TOEFL you are asked to type. Okay, if you can't type well على الكمبيوتر or keyboard يعني you will find a problem. Okay, so I myself prefer IELTS. لكن طبعا if it's optional ده لو كان optional. لو مش optional طبعا البلد اللي هتروحها هي اللي بتحدد إذا كنت have to take IELTS or okay. This is a brief introduction about IELTS and what is the difference between TOEFL and IELTS. Was this clear for you? Answer me, please. You got it or not? Okay, I'll go on. Now we are going to study the IELTS content. هندخل بقى يا جماعة. I don't know what I have to do with my voice. Okay, يعني I'm trying to raise my voice as I can. Okay. حاضر مش هوطي صوتي في الآخر. حاضر. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's go and study our IELTS in detail IELTS course. Now هنبتدي نشوف الإكزام من جوه شكله إيه بالظبط. Okay. Today everything in detail. وin each lecture إن شاء الله we will study each component with its details. يعني listening separately إن شاء الله هناخد كل حاجة عن listening و training عن listening, writing, reading, all of these skills will be explained in details إن شاء الله, and don't worry about it. Okay. IELTS academic. I told you we have two types of IELTS. IELTS academic and IELTS general training. Let's speak now about IELTS academic. Can you see the picture in front of you or not? Some people said they don't see. Okay. Okay. IELTS academic. Okay. IELTS academic measures English language proficiency needed for an academic higher education environment. As I told you, it's for study. If you are gonna make master's, PhD, you need the academic version of IELTS. The task and texts are accessible to all test takers, irrespective of their subject. Okay. The listening component will be 30 minutes. Inshallah. Okay. For recorded monologues and conversation. You have 4 recorded monologues and conversation. Monologue means حديث فردي. Okay. Monologue is the opposite of dialogue. Dialogue, it means that you will have to listen to people speaking with each other. Monologue means that you will have to listen to just one person who is speaking. Okay? Reading, 30 minutes. 3 long reading passages to start. Okay? Text range from the descriptive and factual to the discursive and analytical. Okay? بنتطور في نوعية التكست نفسها. Includes non-verbal material such as diagrams, graphs, or illustration. Okay? يعني if you don't understand now what does it mean, don't worry. Inshallah, in each lecture, يعني in reading lecture, I'm gonna tell you everything about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. If we speak about writing, it will be 60 minutes. Okay? Take care of time. You have to take care of time. لازم تاخدوا بالكم من الوقت. Okay? Writing task of at least 150 words where the candidate must summarize, describe, or explain a table, graph, chart, or diagram. Short essay task of at least 250 words. Okay? I'm speaking about the form of the exam. أنا بتكلم دلوقتي عن form in general. Okay? If you can't understand something under the title, don't worry. I'm gonna teach you, inshallah, everything in detail. Inshallah. Speaking will be, I'm sorry, just a minute. I'm sorry. Speaking will be from 11 minutes to 40 minutes. Face-to-face interview. Okay? You will have someone in front of you. Okay? Who will ask you questions and you have to answer. Includes short questions, speaking at length about a familiar topic, and a structured discussion. Okay? So we have lesson 30 minutes, reading 60 minutes, writing 60 minutes, and the speaking from 11 to 14 minutes. Okay, let's move. Okay, I explained IELTS academic. Now this is the other version. I told you we have two versions of IELTS, academic and general training. This is IELTS general training. The other version. Okay, وقلنا ان الجنرال training is needed for those who want to immigrate. الناس اللي مش محتاجاه في study، لا محتاجينه just بس ان هم هيهاجروا هيشتغلوا abroad. Okay. IELTS general training module measures English language proficiency in a particular everyday context. The task and text reflect both workplace and social situations. The listening will be inshallah 30 minutes as I told you, and it's like the academic one. 4 recorded monologues and conversation. The reading component will be 60 minutes. 3 reading passages with tasks. Okay? Section 1 contains 2 or 3 short factual facts. Section 2 contains 2 short work-related factual facts. Section 3 contains 1 longer text on a topic of general interest. طيب, texts are authentic, taken from company handbooks, official documents, books and newspapers. كل الارتكلز بتاعتهم تبقى come from حاجات زي documents اللي هي official books newspapers like that. Don't be confused من التايتلز دي كلها. You will see everything إن شاء الله with practice. Just a minute please. Okay. Writing. Now we are speaking about writing, and don't forget that I told you we have the only difference between IELTS general and IELTS academic. The only difference in reading and writing. Reading writing هما اللي بيعملوا اختلاف between general IELTS والacademic one. Okay. In writing skills or the writing component, you have to write a letter task of at least 150 words. Short essay task of at least 250 words. To be honest with you, we will work more than one time on improving your writing skills. You have to study how to write a letter, how to write an essay. Okay, inshallah I'm gonna teach you how to write an essay بإذن الله. يعني أكتر الحاجات اللي هتحتاج مننا شغل هيبقى الرايتنج إن شاء الله، يعني غير طبعا الجرامر structures، وهنشوف إيه ال points of weakness عندكم عشان نشتغل عليها إن شاء الله to get your high scores بإذن الله. Okay, and about the speaking, like the other one, from 11 to 14 minutes, face-to-face interview includes short questions, speaking at length about familiar topic, and structured discussion. Okay, احنا كده خدنا الكونتنت بتاعه in general. Okay, time for each component. ايه الكونتنت بتاعهم ازاي بيكون الديفيجن بتاعهم تقسيمهم عامل ازاي. اوكي طيب before I complete لازم كل شوية ارجع واتاكد ان الصوت واضح بالنسبة لكم. please can you hear my voice? enable chat. ها 1 please. if you listen well just press 1. okay. الحمد thanks. okay. Okay, what I have to do دلوقتي في ناس بتشتكي من الانجليش على طول. وفي ناس بتحب ان هي تسمع طبعا الارابيك لانجوج، وفي ناس بتحب تسمع انجلش. انا يا جماعه هرضيكوا خلاص ان شاء الله يعني. انا مش بدرس هنا يعني احنا مش في وقت conversation. ده لو كان conversation ما كنتش هتكلم خالص عربي خالص. بس هنا انا مش بتحداكوا، جست انا عايزاكوا تطلعوا من الكورس ان شاء الله know how to pass IELTS exam و how to get a high score in IELTS. ده اللي أنا جيت هنا عشانه just for help. Okay, and it's my duty to help you. Okay, Mr. Ashraf. Okay. Sorry for my voice. I was so tired during the last 2 weeks. I'm so sorry for this. طيب, let's continue. Okay, now we are going to study key similarities between the academic version and the general training version. Okay, we will study key similarities and we will study the differences between them. Today lecture شوية theoretical. Okay, هي مش practical. أنا يعني today مش هنحل حاجة، مفيش حاجة هتشوفوها practical. زي إن شاء الله next lectures طبعا هنشتغل ونشوف التست شكله إيه. How to answer each question. Today أنا just إن أنا I'm speaking about IELTS عشان تبقوا على دراية بيه شكله إيه. How to answer each question separately. Okay. Let's know key similarities. The listening and speaking components are the same for both versions. Okay, as I told you. The distinction between academic and general literacy has traditionally been seen as most marked in relation to reading and writing. So the only difference is in reading and writing skills. Okay. Okay. The more socially oriented language skills of listening and speaking are equally important in an academic study or professional context. The same amount of time is allocated to complete the listening and speaking components in both the general training and academic versions. Okay, we have the same time. As you saw in our sheets number 2 and 3, the same time. Here 30 minutes and here 30 minutes. If we have 60 minutes here, we have the same here. Okay. The only difference in reading and writing. Okay. The reading and writing components are the same length in both versions. Both modules have the same minimum words requirement. نفس عدد الكلمات هو مطلوب. The same assessment criteria and 9-10 scale is used to grade both modules. Okay? And again and again. Don't worry if you can't understand everything now. Okay? Don't worry. Inshallah, I'll teach you how to understand each question in details. ما تقلقوش إن شاء الله. So we studied the key similarities. We have the same time, the same amount of words. Okay? Okay. If you have a problem like Mr. Abdulrahman said here in the technical support to Diamond Funny, he is asking you to close Skype, Yahoo, or any programs you have. If you have a problem, inbox. If you can't hear me well, okay? Let's study the differences between the academic and general versions. The reading component of the academic and general training versions is differentiated in terms of the choice of text. يعني ايه الاختلاف في reading ما بين ده وما بين ده؟ The choice of text. اختيار نوعية النصوص نفسها. ده الفرق ما بين ال general وال academic versions. Topic genre, length, number, and of difficulty. And maybe you will find one of them is more difficult than the other one. Of the 40 test items, the academic reading module has more items that should attend from 5 to 8, okay? Whereas the general training has more items that should attend 3 to 6. This is the reflection of the different months of academic and general training, okay? Let's speak about writing. For writing, the academic and general training modules are differentiated in terms of طيب ايه وجه الاختلاف في writing or what is the difference between the general and the academic versions. The content and nature of the two writing tests. Okay? المحتوى وطبيعة النصوص نفسها مختلفة. The contextual parameters of the test. However, given the level of differentiation described above, this doesn't mean that the scores across academic and general training reading or writing modules are interchangeable. مش معناها ان هي بتتغير. Okay? طيب انا زي ما قلت all of these are theoretical parts. احنا كل الكلام ده theoretical، كلام نظري جدا. ال practical parts are more important. انا شخصيا بهتم دايما بالpractical. maybe ممكن انا read many books عن حاجة مش هفهمها ابدا الا لما يبقى في practical part وابتدي امارس الموضوع نفسه. Okay, let's move. What does the test consist of? The listening module. Now we are going to speak about the listening module. Enter the listening module. داخلين جوه ال listening هنشوف ايه ال requirements, situation types، ممكن ايه نجيلنا، ايه نوعية ال situations اللي ممكن نشوفها، question types، okay؟ يعني ايه يعني نوعية الأسئلة اللي ممكن أنا أشوفها في ال listening module. I'm so sorry. Okay? Let's speak about the requirements, متطلبات. Okay? Please pay attention here. I want you to listen carefully. Okay? Requirements. You must listen to 4 separate sections and answer questions as you listen. Okay? 4 sections. You will hear the tape once only. يعني عمرك ما هتقول لحد لا شغلوني تاني ما لحقتش اسمع. Just one time. Okay? اللي يلحق بقى اوكي، اللي بيلحقش خلاص. Okay? So you have to know that it will be played for just one time. Okay. There will be between 38 and 42 questions. The test will take about 30 minutes. Okay. There will be time to read the questions during the test and time to transfer your answers onto the answer sheet at the end of the test. Okay. They will give you time to transfer your answers. هيبقى معاك وقت تنقل الإجابات بتاعتك في الشيت الثاني. The level of difficulty of the text and tasks increase through the paper. يعني احنا start easy، بنبتدي الموضوع time after time بيبقى difficult. اوكي، هم مش بيبدأوا بالصعوبة كده على طول. يعني هي بتبقى درجات levels. اوكي. Let's speak about situation types. ايه هي نوعية المواقف اللي انا ممكن اسمعها في listening؟ The first 2 sections are based on social situations. Okay. Remember, I told you we have 4 sections. And now he is telling us the first 2 sections are based on social situations. There will be a conversation between 2 speakers and then a monologue. Okay? Conversation between 2 speakers, and after this conversation, we will listen to a monologue. And I told you the meaning of monologue, that it's just one person who is speaking and you have to understand what he says. طيب till now can you understand or not؟ معلش أنا قلوقة شوية، عايزة أعرف بس انتوا got everything or not؟ اتفضل. I want you to say yes or no. okay مش هزعل yes or no. عربي عربي. يعني أنا بحاول أدخل عربي في النص وحاسة بالذنب وأنا بتكلم عربي. كفاية. ترجمي السؤال يا ريت ما تقفلش. لا I can't مش هينفع ان انا ما اقفلش الشات. I can't يعني انا ببقى confused جدا، بحس اني قلقانة، فانا عايزة ابقى focus معاكي يعني. It will be 2 months. اللي بيسأل عن الكورس ان شاء الله it will be 8 lectures. I'll meet you every week ان شاء الله like now بإذن الله. It will be 8 lectures. Okay? Okay. Thank you. I'm sorry I have to disable the chat now. Okay? Thank you. Thank you all. ما ضيعناش في تعلم الإنجليزي إلا نتعلمها Yes, yes. I totally agree with you. Yes. Just أنا بس دخلت عربي now. لأني أنا مش يعني I'm not in a conversation course. Okay? أنا بعرفكم تست معين شكله إيه. يهمني إن انتوا تبقوا فاهمين فيه كل حاجة. يعني أنا مش حابة إن أنا أتحدى حد وإن أنا أتكلم إنجليش على طول ويبقى في حد واقع في النص. Okay? I want you all to understand what I say. Thank you very much. طيب. The second two sections, we said the first two sections, okay, will be a conversation between two speakers and then a monologue. Right. What about the second two sections? Are related to an educational or training context. There will be a conversation with up to 4 speakers and a lecture or talk of general academic interest. Okay? What about the question types? نوعية الأسئلة عاملة ازاي؟ كده احنا we studied the requirements، ايه المتطلبات؟ situation types، ايه نوعية الحاجات اللي ممكن اسمع عنها؟ طيب question types ازاي هيسألوني؟ You will meet a variety of questions types which may include multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion, notes summary, flowchart, table completion. Okay? Labeling a diagram which has numbered parts matching. بص هو يعني it doesn't have one type of questions. هو الآيلتس كده كل component each component has many types of questions. Okay علشان كده we have to study in details. إن شاء الله I'm going to give you each question and how to answer this question. Okay بس يا رب تكونوا يعني enjoy today. I hope so. انا عارفه ان الحاجات اللي هي الثيوريتيكال ونقعد ريد حاجات بتبقى ممله شويه، بس الانفورميشن دي يعني مهمه جدا ليكم very important. So I insist on explaining uh, this paper. Okay. Let's continue. Academic reading module. Now we will have to know what is the academic reading module. What are the requirements? What are the types of materials? What are the questions? Okay? Requirements. You must read 3 reading passages with a total of just minutes. Wait me please. I have problem here. Wait me please. I'm sorry. Okay. You must read 3 reading passages with a total of 1,500 to 2,500 words. Okay? There will be between 38 and 42 questions. You will have 60 minutes to answer all the questions. The level of difficulty of the text and tasks increases through the paper. زي ما قلنا إن هي بتبقى متدرجة. الصعوبة متدرجة. Easy. Okay. Easy. بعد كده ننزل. Difficult. More difficult. لغاية the most difficult parts. طيب. Types of material. ايه نوعية الماتيريال اللي ممكن أنا ألاقي منها التكست جاي من question. Magazines, journals, textbooks, and newspapers. Okay. طبعا احنا ممكن نشوف حاجات complicated جدا، مواضيع وحوادث ونشوف حاجات يعني غالبا ما بتبقاش سهلة في الريدنج يعني. اوكي. ان شاء الله هندرس ازاي ممكن نتعامل مع تكست، وازاي نعمل سكاننج وسكيمنج، وازاي نطلع الانسرز يعني as fast as possible، ازاي بسرعة، وازاي اعرف الكي ووردز اللي ممكن توصلني للانسر بسهولة. اوكي. types of material خلاص قلنا. طيب topics are not discipline specific but all are in a style appropriate and accessible to candidates. اوكي. هتبقى مناسبة ليكم entering postgraduate and undergraduate courses. If we move to question types، ايه يعني questions types for reading module؟ You will meet a variety of question types which may include multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion, notes, summary, flowchart table completion, choosing from a bank of headings, identification of writers' views or attitudes, yes, no question, not given. Classification, matching tasks, matching phrases. Okay? Again and again, don't worry about these things. Gonna explain it inshallah in details. Okay? Okay, let's move just a minute. Okay. We are speaking now about writing. Okay? The requirements. You must complete 2 writing tasks. You will have 60 minutes to complete both tasks. Okay? You have just 1 hour for the 2 tasks. You should spend about 20 minutes on task 1 and write at least 150 words. Okay? Inshallah, during the course we have to train ourselves ازاي انا احدد نفسي مع الوقت. يعني how how can I control time؟ مش التايم اللي يعمل لي control. Okay? You have to study many things. انا الصراحة مش حابة ان انا افضل اديلكوا تابس، لانه if you search كده هتلاقوا التابس بتاعت الايلتس مفيش اكتر منها. اوكي. بس مش طبيعي خالص اني انا اجي اديكوا preparation course اديكوا تابس. مش هفضل انصح فيكوا، لا انا as I told you practical مفيش افضل من practical، والتابس تبقى خلال البراكتيكال، واحنا بنحاول نشوف ايه اللي كان اصح انه يتعمل وازاي اعدي من ده بسرعه. اوكي. ان شاء الله at the end I will give you a link of our Facebook group. ان شاء الله I will support you by everything you need. ان شاء الله material, useful links, everything you need. Okay. And if you have any question, don't hesitate please. You have to write it down for me and I'm gonna answer you ان شاء الله as soon as possible. Okay. You should spend about 40 minutes on task 2 and write at least 250 words. Okay, so we have 2 tasks. The first one you have to spend 20 minutes, and the second one you have to spend 40 minutes. Okay, طيب, let's take it in detail. Task 1. You will have to look at a diagram, a table, or short piece of text, and then present the information in your own words. Okay? Your writing will be assessed on your ability too. ازاي هيحكموا على الرايتنج بتاعك؟ بناء على ايه؟ Depending on what? Organize, present, and compare data. Describe the stages of a process. Describe an object or event. Explain how something works. Okay? You will also be judged on your ability too. هيحكموا عليك بناء على قدرتك في الحاجات دي. Answer the question without straying from the topic. ما تبعدش أبدا عن التوبيك خالص. You have to focus on your topic. Write in a way which allows your reader to follow your ideas. عشان كده قلت إن writing إن شاء الله will take much time. I'm going to teach you how to arrange your ideas, how to link your ideas, how to use your grammar effectively. طبعا هو المين problems عندنا as you told me طبعا listening والspeaking اوكي بس كمان في ناس كتير عندها problems in grammar. إن شاء الله gonna teach you how to use your grammar in writing in a good way. إن شاء الله. Okay. Use English grammar and syntax accurately. As I told you, grammar is so important. Syntax, if you don't know, syntax يعني اللي هو sentence structure بناء الجملة. Okay? If you don't know the word of syntax. Use appropriate language in terms of register, style, and content. Okay. This is about task 1. Give me a minute to take my press, please. Just now. Okay, I will enable the chat. If you have problem. Okay. You hear? You got everything or not? I'm sorry, Shuhair, you are complaining about my Arabic language. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. What about treating online or offline? I don't know. It's for the technical support, please. معلش الدعم الفني بس في مشكلة هما بيشتكوا من الأونلاين والأوفلاين وأنا مش فاهمة يعني I can't get it. Okay. Okay بس please حاضر point tool حاضر okay like that. Okay. لا for my voice يعني it's my test. Okay, it's my test. Okay. إن شاء الله if you follow us on our group إن شاء الله I will give you the material and extra material إن شاء الله, and you have to know that all our lectures will be recorded إن شاء الله. Okay, if you miss one of them you can find it on YouTube channel بإذن الله. Okay, the group at the end إن شاء الله I'll give you the link of our group, don't worry. Okay, thank you. Disabling. Thank you. Okay. You're welcome, Mahmoud. You're welcome. Okay, task 2. You will have to present an argument or discuss a problem. Your writing will be assessed on your ability to present the solution to a problem. Okay, if you have a problem, they will ask you to present a solution for this. Present and justify an option. Okay, compare and contrast evidence and opinions. Evaluate and challenge ideas, evidence, or an argument. You will also be judged on your ability to communicate an idea to the reader in an appropriate style. Okay? Just a minute. I have problem here. The paper is not completed. I will continue reading from my own material. Okay? طيب. Use English grammar and syntax accurately. Use appropriate language in terms of register, style, and content. يعني mainly we have to understand that we have to own good skills in writing and reading and listening and speaking. And especially in writing, you are using your language in a different way because you are speaking with yourself and this speaking is transferred to your paper. Okay? So, inshallah, we have to work on grammar. You have to work on how to use it effectively during essay forms or during writing essay forms or anything like that. For you, I'm gonna buy a new mic for you, inshallah. Okay. Let's complete. General training reading module. Okay. Now we are in the reading of the general module. Right. Remember again, I told you the difference between academic version and the general training version is in terms of reading and writing. Okay. الريدنج والwriting هو الحاجة الوحيدة المختلفة بس. Requirements. You must answer questions on 3 sections of increasing difficulty with a total of 1,500 to 2,500 words. There will be between 38 and 42 questions. You will have 60 minutes to answer all the questions. Okay? The level of difficulty of the text and tasks increases through the paper. Okay? يعني you will find it the same يعني الكلام ما بيختلفش كتير. But you will know the difference between them during the practical parts. واحنا بنحل هتعرفوا كده what is the difference between them. Types of material. Notes, advertisements, booklets, newspapers, leaflets, timetables, books and magazines, articles. Section 1 will be social survival. Okay? Retrieving textual information. Section 2. Training, survival, language in a training context. And about Section 3. General reading, extended prose with emphasis on descriptive and instructive texts of general interest. These are types of material. Okay? منين هيجي reading? It means هيجي ازاي بالظبط منين يعني. Question types. You will meet a variety of question types which may include هتلاقوها كده the same multiple choice, short answer questions, sentence completion, notes, summary, flowchart, table completion, choosing from a bank of headings, identification of writers' views or attitudes, yes, no question, not given, classification, matching lists, matching phrases. Okay? احنا كده بناخد بس شكل الريدنج بيبقى ايه بالظبط types of questions ممكن يجي منين ايه requirements اللي فيه. Okay? Just a minute please. Okay, now we have to move to the general training writing module. Okay, our requirements here and the task types here. Let's speak about the requirements. You must complete 2 writing tasks. You will have 60 minutes to complete both tasks. You should spend about 20 minutes on task 1 and you have to write at least 150 words. Okay? You should spend about 40 minutes on task 2 and you have to write at least 250 words. Okay, let's speak about the task types. هنا خلاص احنا عارفين we have 60 minutes. How they are divided? 20 minutes for the task number 1 and 40 minutes for task number 2. Okay? Okay, just I'm giving you introduction. Okay? Don't be worried. Don't be worried. I'm gonna teach you everything in details inshallah. Um, after we finish this course inshallah, you will understand everything. Yeah. If you need anything, I will support you as much as I can. Okay? Task types. Task 1. You will have to write a short letter in response to a given problem or situation. Okay. Your writing will be assessed on your ability to. ازاي بنحكم على الability بتاعت الwriting عندك. Look carefully please. يا ريت تركزوا في الحتة. Engage in personal correspondence. Elicit and provide general factual information. Express needs, wants, likes and dislikes. Express opinions. You have to own all of these abilities. You will also be judged on your ability to. هيحكموا عليك من خلال ايه تاني؟ Answer the question without straying from the topic. Write in a way which allows your reader to follow your idea. Use English grammar and syntax accurately. Use appropriate language in terms of register, style, and content. Okay, task number 2. You will have to present an argument or discuss a problem, and your writing will be assessed on your ability to provide general factual information, outline a problem, and present a solution. Present and justify an opinion. Okay, all of these things you have to do. You have to know how to make it. Okay, just a minute. Okay. You will also be judged on your ability to communicate an idea to the reader in an appropriate style. Address the problem without straying from the topic. What else? Use English grammar and syntax accurately. And use appropriate language in terms of register, style, and content. Okay? I know you may feel that it's difficult or you are confused. What's this? عمالة أتكلم في حاجات theoretical just زي ما قلت لكم بديكوا general idea فكرة عامة عن شكله. كل الحاجات دي على فكرة will be repeated إن شاء الله هنعرفها مع كل مع each component مع each skill لوحدها يعني إن شاء الله لما هديكوا الskills كده one after one إن شاء الله you will understand everything and you will not be confused like that. Okay, just a minute. Okay, let's speak about the speaking module, and this is what you hate. I know most of you hate the speaking module. As you told me, you have problem in listening and speaking. If you remember at the beginning of the lecture, I asked you what are your most difficult problems in English. Your answers were about speaking and listening. Okay. And you have to know in IELTS you have a face-to-face interview وكل الناس معظمها بيكره الانترفيو. You will have face-to-face interview بس إن شاء الله it will be nice with practice إن شاء الله with improving this skill you will find it easy without any problem. Okay. The requirements. You will have to talk to an examiner for about 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes. ده يعتبر the short يعني the shortest part here. The interview will be recorded. It's in 5 parts. What are the parts of the interview? Okay. Number 1, introduction. Basic introduction. Number 2, extended discourse. You will talk at some length about general topics of relevance or interest which will involve explanation and description. Okay. Number 3, elicitation. You will be given a cue card which describes a situation or a problem. You must ask the examiner questions to obtain information. Okay? Speculation and attitudes. You will be asked to talk about your plans or proposed course of study. You should demonstrate your ability to speculate or defend a point of view. يعني لو في عندي رأي معين عايزة أدافع عنه, you have to learn how to defend your point of view. ازاي تدافع عنها, ازاي how to convince people in front of you your point of view. Okay? Conclusion, the part number 5. The interview comes to an end. Okay? كده بنوصل للانترفيو في نهايته خالص. Okay? Assessment criteria. You will be assessed on the following criteria. ايه هي المعايير اللي ممكن يتم فيها evaluation أو تقييم مستواك المثلي. Ability to communicate effectively. Ability to use appropriate vocabulary and structures. Okay? يعني طبعا يعني if you know the grammar part, I know you hate grammar, you don't like grammar, but it's very important. You will use your grammar in writing and you will use it in speaking. Okay? And I like those who teach grammar during speaking. Okay? Ability to take initiative in a conversation, general fluency, structural accuracy, and intelligibility. Okay? طيب. And if you know the speaking module in TOEFL is different. يعني here you have to face-to-face interview. In TOEFL you will be tested online. يعني أنا شايفاها إن هي مش ميزة. Many students around you, each one has his mic and headphone. يعني I feel it's better to have a face-to-face interview in a private room with yourself. It's better. This is my own point of view. Okay? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But this is my own point of view. Okay. Now بقى we are going to study the score in IELTS. If you get 9, what does it mean? If you get 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, what does it mean? Okay. يعني طبعا you will be so lucky if you get 9. It means that you are an expert user. What does it mean expert user? معناها مستخدم يعني ما حصلش مستخدم محترف. اوكي ان شاء الله. I wish you all get 9 in IELTS score ان شاء الله. Has fully operational command of the language, appropriate, accurate and fluent with complete understanding. I'm so sorry for this. I'm sorry. Just a minute. Okay, so to get 9, it means that you are top in English. Okay. Number 8. If you get 8, very good user. مستخدم جيد جدا. What does it mean? Has fully operational command of the language with only occasionally unsystematic inaccuracies, and inappropriate words. Misunderstanding may occur in unfamiliar situations. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Okay, I'm stopping to be sure. Okay, if you hear my voice, press one. Please, if you can hear. Okay. Okay, we can I continue now? أكمل؟ No, you can't save. Someone asked about how can I save the material. You can save. I'll give you two links. Okay, one link for my group and Ms. Sahar group, and the other one for the Rhine Academy. Inshallah, you will find the material saved in this group. Inshallah. Okay. Okay. Let me continue, please. Very good user when you get 8 from 9. Okay. If my score is 7, what does it mean? لو جبت 7. Okay. It means that you are good user. مستخدم جيد. Okay. Has operational command of the language, though with occasional inaccuracies, inappropriate words, and misunderstanding in some situations. Generally handles complex language well and understands detailed reason. Okay, this is if you get 7 in your score. Okay, 6 if I get 6 in my IELTS score. What does it mean? Competent user. Okay, مؤهل. It means that you are مؤهل. Has generally effective command of the language despite some inaccuracies, inappropriate words, and misunderstanding. Can use and understand fairly complex language, particularly in familiar situations. Okay, this is if you get 6 in IELTS exam. Okay, what about 5? It means that you are a modest user. متوسط. مستخدم متوسط. يعني for me, if I speak about myself, I hope all of you يعني from 8 to 9 مش أقل من كده إن شاء الله. Okay, what does it mean? Modest user has partial command of the language, coping with overall meaning in most situations, though is likely to make many mistakes, should be able to handle basic communication in all fields. Okay? يعني accepted. شغال يعني. Okay? Number 4. Limited user. محدود. ابتدينا ننزل في المستوى نحس انه لا يعني it's not good. Okay? What does it mean? انا زيكم بقيت الاونلاين والاوفلاين بتعكس معايا. Okay. Basic competence is limited to familiar situations, has frequent problems in understanding and expressions, is not able to use complex language. Okay, this is if you get 4, inshallah, you're gonna get 8 or 9. Okay, let's continue. 3, if you get 3, it means that you are extremely limited user. محدود جدا. Conveys and understands only general meaning in very familiar situations. Okay? Frequent breakdowns in communication occur. And if I get 2, it means that I am intermittent user. What does it mean? متردد. No real communication is possible except for the most basic information using isolated words or short formula in familiar situations and to meet immediate needs. Has great difficulty understanding spoken and written English. Okay, this is about the score 2. What about 1? It means non-user. Non-user يعني no English. Okay, خالص. Essentially has no ability to use the language beyond possible a few isolated words. يعني زي ما بيقولوا كده in Arabic language كلمة من الشرق وكلمة من الغرب. اوكي اي حاجة. 0 didn't attempt the test. absent 0 يبقى كانش موجود اصلا. اوكي now I have finished كده. We studied introduction about IELTS in detail. I told you what is IELTS. I told you who needs IELTS and what about TOEFL and IELTS. What is the difference between them? If I have the option to choose between them, which one should I take? And what can I depend on to choose between IELTS and TOEFL? And I told you 2 kinds of IELTS, general and academic. I told you everything about the questions and types of questions. يعني زي ما نكون عملنا تراب كده أو رحلة دخلنا جوه التست نفسه. طيب what are we going to do إن شاء الله next lectures؟ إن شاء الله it will be started by the listening component. إحنا هنمشي زي ما التست بالظبط بنمشي. listening component الأول وبعد كده writing reading وبعدين بنكمل. طيب إن شاء الله كل حاجة معظمها هتكون practical as I told you. الحاجات الثيوريتيكال المفروض تقروها أو you have to know المهم منها قوي the most important tips I'll use during my explanation. أثناء الشرح إن شاء الله هفهمها لكم. غير كده إن شاء الله it will be posted on the group. إن شاء الله هحطهم على الجروب. هحط كل التبس اللي ممكن تكونوا محتاجينها و as I promised you إن شاء الله هتبقى كل حاجة ممكن تحتاجوها links books materials. okay, all your questions إن شاء الله will be answered. يعني I'll be so happy to help you. إن شاء الله I wish you all good luck إن شاء الله. okay. Again I'll show you the content. no goodbye now. okay, this is the content if you want to remember. okay, طيب. about the material I will put the link here. okay, now I will enable the chat to put the material, sorry, the link. okay, this is the link. okay, this link is special for the material اللي هتنزل عليه. اوكي طيب اللينك اللي فيه الجروب بتاعتي شخصيا ان شاء الله. طبعا هي مش بتاعتي لوحدي، مش بتاعت صحابي كمان. اسمها let's improve our English. okay, let's improve our English and you are all welcome to our group and Aldarine Academy group. Thank you very much. Inshallah, see you next time. Inshallah, if you have any questions, please join our groups and inshallah I will answer all your questions and I'll post everything you need inshallah.